Bienvenidos. Soy la Bruja Espinada, and I am here with a special new moon reading. So, let's get started. When asked what needs to be released by the Watcher this week, or for this new lunar cycle, what came out was the Temperance card. The Temperance card is, when it comes to release, is telling you that you need to release impatience. You need to release taking on too much. You need to release ego. Ego is the biggest one, and that has a lot to do with letting go of being impatient, things like that. It's telling you that if you release these things, it's not just a release, but you have to work on being more patient. You have to work on doing things with moderation. You have to work on your ego. So this is letting you know that right now you have to work on inner peace. Start kind of working on letting go the idea that you can control everything, hence the idea of moderation. Got to cut that bullshit out. You need to start working on your patience. And not only that, but it's telling you that patience is the biggest factor along with ego. If you're trying to rush things, it's not going to work out the way you want. You have to understand that you got to let go of the idea that you can control time and that everything will go exactly the way that you want it when you want it to happen. That's not the way the world works. That's not the way the universe works. Things happen in their own time. And trust me, I know this because I'm one of the most impatient people. Patience is key for this new lunar cycle. Start working on your patience. Stop thinking that the world's going to revolve around your time. That's not how it works. Get over that ego. Get over it. It's going to happen, but you got to be patient and you got to have that faith in the universe, in the divine, in your higher power, that they are working in your favor with what you've been trying to manifest, but you have to be patient. So release that impatience, release the ego. Now, when asked what needs to be embraced during this new lunar cycle, what came out was the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is calling for you to embrace courage, to embrace inner strength, to embrace all your convictions, to embrace your determination, your dedication. If there's something truly you believe in, right now is the time to stand up for it. Don't let anybody talk you down. Don't let anybody try to back you into a corner. Don't let anybody try to bullshit you right now. This is telling you that you need to remain strong in your convictions. You need to be determined in what it is that your focus is supposed to be on. Whatever it is that you need to focus on, now is the time to focus. Work on that. These two together are letting you know there's a lot of work that needs to be done, a lot of inner work, which is okay. We all should always be working on our inner selves. Sometimes things come up, they throw us for a loop, but you know what? Right now is the time to start working on that. So when asking the threads of fate, what lesson is being illuminated at this time for you during this new lunar cycle? What came in was the Explorer. Now, with the Explorer card, along with the Temperance card that talks about ego, it's letting you know that the Explorer calls you out of your routine and into a rhythm with your deepest self and all that is around you. When people think explore, sometimes they conjure up images of grand traveling expeditions, and while travel can be illuminating and profound, do not fool yourself into thinking that the experiences you need are out of reach. Explore from exactly where you are. Explore on your own by doing new things and projects. Explore your current environment, even if it's just taking a different route on your way to work. The Explorer calls for a shakeup of the typical and the ordinary. A balanced explorer is driven by a need for freedom and to learn about the world around them. They do not like to be bound by society's expectations. Instead, they prefer that their external world reflects their internal world of mystery and curiosity. An explorer that is out of balance can have some ungroundedness and instability. Those that struggle being present with themselves may become addicted to constantly moving and going new places, doing new things, meeting new people. They may also have a tendency to refuse to sacrifice their freedom in the immediate, risking their ability to survive, build for their future. If this resonates with you, consider spending more time in solitude with no distractions. Allow for stillness. See what needs to be unearthed within you. It's got a lot to do with the ego. When you got to overcome when you have to overcome ego, it's a lot of shadow work. It's a lot of accepting and understanding who you truly are, but accepting that and then be willing to grow in that. And if it's something that if you go inside, you're working on that inner peace, you're trying to work on that patience, a lot of it's going to feel like a struggle because you're calling into question what it is that you truly want, that you're truly striving for, that you're truly trying to focus on. It's like an inner battle. Now, the message from animal spirits. The message that they have for you, what came out first was actually the porcupine spirit. The porcupine spirit says it's time for beginner mind. Let's see. When porcupine spirit calls your name, you're being asked to adopt a beginner's mind and to approach situations with innocence and curiosity. The old, confining stories no longer have a hold on you. Life is full of surprises hiding in plain sight. Looking at the world afresh with new eyes can help you find what you've been seeking, whether it is a relationship, an opportunity, or evidence that you have all you need right now to co-create what you desire. Who knew? Porcupine asks you to be playful and have a childlike curiosity. There's so much waiting for you that you have yet to discover. Here's the additional message. Are you feeling prickly and defensive lately and assuming you will be hurt before you have seen any sign that such reaction is called for? Perhaps an old sense of guilt and shame is causing you to be cynical and wary when you are meant to be open and curious. Self-protection is a good thing, but you may be protecting yourself from something that will not actually harm you, but instead will bring you abundance, happiness, and love. Remember your innocence, and you will see that what you have been overlooking. Porcupine quills are filled with air, allowing a porcupine to float in water. Now is a time to let your innocent nature keep you buoyant. It's got a lot of overcoming that ego. Patience. Come on, guys. I can't make this shit up. Next one was the moth spirit. And moth spirit says, surrender now. Moth spirit asks, what is guiding you right now? Are you in alignment with spirit or pursuing something or someone with so much tenacity that it has become a compulsion or addiction? Are you so intoxicated by a potential relationship or opportunity that you can't think straight? Hard work and dedication are virtues and of course is a beautiful thing. However, when moth spirit appears, it is time to consider if you have gone over the edge in a relentless pursuit. Workaholism, overeating, perfectionism, or addiction to certainty or even to a person may be your current vice. Remember, moderation is calling for it. Let go of your excessive energy by channeling it in more than one direction. The fire burns hot, and you do not want to be engulfed by your own passion to the exclusion of all other pursuits that matter to you. Things that you're determined about, things you should be focused on. Now is the time for surrender and radical acceptance so that your drive does not cause you to flee or to fight. Spirit wants you to release your need for certainty and control so that you can relax into a more balanced way of using your moth spirit energy. Banish the shoulds and musts so that you can enjoy what it is as you allow for what might be. The additional message. Moth spirit can be intense, and honesty about your own compulsive tendencies is needed right now. This shit literally is calling your ass out. Like, for real. It is too easy to switch from one addiction to the other, distracting yourself from the discomfort of certainty and the thoughts of emotions that arise when you aren't single-mindedly pursuing a goal. Moth spirit calls you to practice moderation in all things and recognize when you are headed toward the light, but are really headed into a fire that will cause a burnout. Could you be avoiding difficult emotions you need to feel and release? Now is the time to do a fearless inventory so that your addictive tendencies can be toned down and rechanneled into enthusiastic activity in moderation. You're not a machine. Listen to Moth Spirit's message that a change is needed to support your well-being. Maybe deep down you know you have become too attached to something and someone. Let go of your need to control the outcome and allow yourself to remember the many ways you want to channel your energy, to relationships, to work, to giving to others, to self-care, and to all other pursuits that you value. So that's a lot to do, with the exploration card. It's time to explore these things. What is it that you need? Gotta go inside to find all this shit out. Gotta cut out the bullshit. Moderation. Stop being so damn impatient and trying to rush. Now's not the time for that. And it's that need to focus, to dedicate yourself to that determination on what it is that you're really truly striving for. Now, let's do I forgot to mention the law of attraction card. So I'll do the quick law of attraction to see what's being attracted to you during this new lunar cycle. What is being attracted to the watcher during this new lunar cycle? That is a lot, but let's go with them. We have paradigm shift, which is a new experience. It's integrating now materialization, growth, expansion, progression, cycles, and change. Gratitude. There you go. Gratuity increases attraction and opportunities. Little things count. Be grateful for all of your life. Daily habits. Self-care. Morning, evening success routines. Make healthy choices. Cumulative effects and subliminals. Creating reality. Live your best life by design. You have amazing experiences. Freedom, lifestyle. Let's explore. Infinite potential. Magic of pretending. Visualize ideal situation. Be detailed. Play the part. See as manifested. Speak it into existence and be certain about it. Last but not least, go for it. Step outside of your comfort zone. Make plans. Now is the time for favorable outcome in alignment. Explore. Focus. Come on, guys. I can't make this shit up. Lastly, I forgot to say, I'll give you a few moments to think about a question that you want answered, whether it has to do with some closure you need, some clarification, if you want to know if a wish is coming true or what you're trying to manifest is going to come true within a time frame. Just make sure that it is a yes or a no. And we'll see what the divine has for you. Think about it, yes or no. Divine, what response do you have for our watchers? 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 Well, get more information. There's not enough information for what you're asking for right now, or it needs to be a different type of question. Sorry, guys. Sometimes that happens. Hope that helps, and I'll see you guys next week. Oh, and I'm gonna have something special for you guys on Friday.